Alright guys, Criminal here, back to with another MK1 video. This one I'm going to be covering Johnny Cage and how to get the hype meter, all possible ways to get the hype meter in the middle of a combo while keeping the combo going. So first of all we have the universal one, the most simple one we all saw already, like from a standing 4. If you get a standing 4 on the ground in any time you can cancel it to hype, nut punch and it combos.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's the basic one. While it does the most damage and it's by far the least scaling, so you get the most reward for activating hype after a standing 4. It's also extremely unpractical because you will never get a standing 4 on the ground at the beginning of the combo most of the time. That's why if you want to combo into it, you have to use your cameo. But before talking about cameos, I'm gonna be doing like solo. Now, I know most of us have never seen it done mid-screen. So just so you know, even without standing 4, you can get hype meter mid-screen and I'm gonna show how right now.
This is
Unfortunately, it's locked behind one string, but this string is very common to get. It's this one. When getting that string, you're going to this button here, cancel into hype and cancel hype into nut punch. So let's see if I can get it first try. If not, I'll just cut all of my failed attempts until I get it. As you could see right here, it is possible to combo it from mid-screen, just as I did right now. Now, this specifically is not that bad, but unfortunately it's locked behind getting this string, which is very common to get though. It is very common to get, you'll get it a lot with Johnny. So yeah, this is the way to do it mid-screen. Unfortunately you can't get it even after Rising Star from what I've tried. If anybody can do it and you mind telling me how in the comments, I would really appreciate it because I haven't found a way yet and I've been trying a lot. But from what I've seen right now, if you don't do it from this string, it's impossible because this string applies no gravity to the combo. Even if you do it, even if you do this string one time, gravity isn't applied, like the enemy won't start falling faster. After Rising Star, they will start to fall faster. So that's why it works only after this one. Now next up we have the corner stuff. Of course, right up until now, we all only could activate hype after standing 4. So what we would do is we would do any sort of combo, end it in EX nut punch, and go into hype. But now that it takes 2 bars, we need a new route because it's too expensive. The new route is this one. After a standing 4, you got a standing 4 in corner, you cancel into hype and go into shadow kick. And cancel the shadow kick into a nut punch. That's the way you get it. I'll show it right now. As you can see, that way you can get it even without restanding. Then you can get it while they're in the air and even without your cameo.
Awesome.
Now, just because I did it from this string doesn't mean this is locked. This is luckily, and that's very advantageous to the corner. If you do this, you actually can do it after any sort of launcher, including Rising Star. That's why it's so good. As you can see, it's possible even after Rising Star. And that way you can get a shit ton of damage. Let me just see if I can get the combo I wanted. Let me just check for a second if I can get it. Like if you start from this one, which is not that uncommon, from this string, you can get something like this. There we go. Now, you can do all of this shit just from Rising Star. That is a lot of damage, of course. But I will say, don't use your fatal like that. It's a massive waste. And that no from Van Damme is so goofy, man. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to show. This way to combo into hype from the standing 4 into cancel of the... from standing 4 into hype into shadow kick and then into the nut punch. That's a much better way to do it. Because it saves you the 2 bars you need to restand them in order to get this. And it also saves you cameo. You don't need to use your cameo for that.
Awesome.
So if you're low on HP, you can save your breaker. So instead of just doing something like you would do always a Johnny, which is like just whatever combo you'd like. I don't know, something like this would say. And waste a shit ton of bar just to get it. Instead of doing that, well, that does the most damage, of course. doing the EX snap punch will add a lot of damage to your combo, that's for sure, but it's very expensive. That is of course the
Awesome.
best way to get the damage in, by just using the standing 4, but it's not practical, as I wanted to say. That is why I made this video. Getting a standing 4 off on your opponent is extremely difficult, because this is not a very fast button. How fast is it? Just let me check. 10 frames. Yeah, it's not your go-to punish tool. It is possible to punish with it, of course, but you're most likely to find yourself punishing with this more often than not. Like with this, or with this, or with this. Getting priority with this as the first hit is very almost close to impossible. Like you won't get it a lot in a real match. So these ways are much more practical. Now, if you're talking cameos, it's extremely easy to combo. Like with Striker, let's say, you can do this. As simple as it gets. With cameos, it's extremely easy to combo into that. For many opener would like, as long as the cameo fits for Johnny. Also, Striker is the best cameo for Johnny, in my opinion, by far, and I'll make an entire video for that. So yeah guys, that's just what I wanted to cover. I hope you find this helpful. You can combo into hype, mid-screen, and anywhere on screen, really, if you're in the right situation. You don't have to do a standing 4. So that's really something to keep in mind, that means Johnny's hype is much more powerful than we all thought, because it's much easier to combo into than I expected. So yeah, that's what I wanted to cover here. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.